Hi guys, good morning. I hope everybody is doing great. कैसे हो सब लोग? How is everyone? So guys, let's start today's live trading session and congrats to everyone who took shorts as per our advice yesterday. We had given a number of short calls yesterday, and all of them, if not most of them, have actually hit our targets, and that is quite amazing to see, right? And right now you can see the markets are in a recovery mode. So slowly the markets are now heading upwards. If you see Solana, if you see every other coin, so it made a massive low yesterday, right? So yesterday, as you can see, a second, yep. So, guys, as we can see, first of all, I'd like to talk about BTC, right? So, Bitcoin made a massive low yesterday, almost towards 60,000. So, 60,000 was the low made yesterday on BTC, and now Bitcoin is already up by around 6% from the bottom. Not only 6%, I think it's up by around how much? Around 10% from the bottom, guys. So, yes, there was a massive correction, but somehow the markets have managed to hold above 60,000. That's one. Secondly, if you talk about Ethereum, so Ethereum also created a low of around 1747 yesterday and is now slowly heading upwards. If you talk about Solana, so Solana has made a low of around $67 and now it's back to $81. So guys, as you can see, there is a massive fall in the market. I mean, we just can't compare this to anything else that has happened recently, right? So BTC all the way from 1,26,000 has come down to 60,000, which is almost $55,000 of correction. Sorry, $65,000 correction, which is basically 55 to 60%, right? If you talk about Ethereum, so Ethereum has also done the same thing. From around $5,000 it has come back to $1,800, and that is more than 60% correction. When it comes to Solana also, in case of Solana, we have seen a much larger correction of upwards of 70%. And when it comes to XRP has also been super bearish. So if you see XRP also, so XRP yesterday made a low of $1.1 all the way down from $3.6. So crazy amount of bearishness, guys, across the whole market. But yeah, yesterday's low, it was again backed by huge volumes, and the market was down by extreme percentages. So we thought of building some positions at the lower levels, and we are still bullish on Hype. This is the only coin which is holding very strongly above the level of 33 $34. So Hype is one of those coins which we have taken a long on yesterday, and since until now we haven't seen any decline in the price of Hype, regardless of wherever the markets have been. So have you like, are you guys holding positions on Hype or on any other coin, guys? Please go ahead and ask. Anyone, guys? Are you holding positions now, or are you like completely done with any sort of positions? Please mention in the chat. So guys, again, please answer the question that I have asked. If you have any sort of positions, please mention it, and I'd love to hear it from you. Right. So let's again discuss about Hyperliquid in this particular session. So just a second. So, guys, as you can see, Hyperliquid. So, first of all, I'd like to talk about the Hyperliquid price action. So, as you can see, guys, Hyperliquid price is currently almost created a low of approximately $31 yesterday, and from $31, the Hyperliquid price has gone upwards towards $35, and the high that was made today was around $36.6, right? So Hyperliquid seems to hold pretty strongly above this support zone of around $33, and is now heading towards the last major resistance, or the last major high of approximately $38.5, right? So even when the markets have been so much bearish since a long time, right? Even when the BTC price has come all the way down from $80,000 to 60,000, we haven't seen any sort of correction in Hyperliquid. So this is one very good thing about this particular coin, guys. Okay. So, talking about any sort of long positions at the current market price. So, if we are talking about any existing long position, then we can hold it with a stop loss of around $31, below $31. And if you are talking about fresh new long positions, then we can enter new positions with the target of $40, and again with the stop loss of approximately 30.5, right? And the entry at the current market price. So this will translate to a risk reward ratio of approximately 1 is to 1, right? So this is our play on Hyperliquid. Meanwhile, if we talk about other coins like Solana, like XRP, okay, so all those coins have actually given a massive correction. So if you're talking about buying them, right, I would definitely say the current market price is actually a pretty good discount when it comes to prices of Solana or Ethereum as well, and even XRP, right? So we can buy, but the question here is what will be the low of the market, right? So is the low already achieved, or there is still some bearishness pending, right? So if we talk about BTC's daily candle, right? So daily candle wise, today's candle has formed pretty well, and I think if we talk about the past, the history of the prices, so somewhere around this region, if you zoom in, right? So this is the region where market created the last bottom at, and from this region you can see 10th of October, the whole October rally, November rally, and the rally following the Trump getting the president role in the US, that has actually followed upon. So you can see the price has again come back to that same particular zone, and now has bounced off pretty strongly from the lows, right? So if you're talking about any sort of buy orders on XRP or on Ethereum, right? So it all depends on BTC, whether BTC is able to sustain above the 60,000 mark or not, right? So today's daily candle has been doing pretty well. So if the price manages to head upwards from here, right? So we can definitely expect Ethereum and other coins to actually uh, recover and eventually lead towards their next psychological levels. So I think Ethereum is near 1900, right? As of now, just let me check. So Ethereum is at 1952. So we have to look at how the price reacts once it reaches $2,000, right? So if once the price is above $2,000, so we can expect it to head towards 2150 or 2200 if the buyers manage to hold the prices strongly, right? And if we're talking about XRP, so XRP again, since XRP has been one of the biggest underperformers, so I really expect XRP to actually bounce off with a strong momentum. So yesterday it was at 1.1, now it's at 1.3. In the shorter term, it can touch 1.5 if the market actually favors. But guys, do not miss on hype. I think hype should do very well once it gives a closing above today's high, the today's high is around 36.7, right? So if it closes above today's high, then I think it should shoot towards $40, right? So that's what my expectation is. Okay. So in my opinion, it's a good dip for buying. Okay. But just a second. It's actually a good dip for buying, but we are not sure whether the markets will be hold like will be able to hold above the last low or not. Right. So usually what happens is whenever you are talking about this kind of reversals, let's take to Bitcoin, right? Let's open the Bitcoin chart and you can see this is the 5 minutes time frame. So usually what happens is the market comes down, it goes back to a major resistance, and now if it starts to fall from here, it might take support anywhere between the high and the low. And if it bounces off and creates a higher high, something like a W pattern, this is the first sign of reversal, right? So if it doesn't create this low, right, if it doesn't create this particular low, then in that case the markets will not be able to hold. Okay. And then in that case we'll create a new low. I mean, of course we'll look towards creating a new low from here. So guys, this is the expected play on the market. So obviously let's see how this actually goes. Meanwhile, uh, let's come back to Geotus. Let's take a few trades with everyone, guys. I mean, uh, we want that to be actually the major factor here because we want to make money at the end of the day. So, first of all, if you see, we have managed to take out around 40% returns within no time on this particular account, right? And I've taken all the trades in front of everyone here. So, if we come back, right, so I'll have the same set of positions, okay? So, first I'll go long on hype. So hyper liquid 35,300, and I'll go along with a position of $300. Okay. And 35 3, yeah, this is good to go with. Yeah, so this is done. Secondly, I will probably go with buying some Solana or maybe shorting some Solana, right? So the idea here is, see why I took this trade is I'll tell you. So I'll short this 80.79 amount to $50. Okay. So I'll tell you why I have gone with this trade. Okay. Just a second, let it fill. Yeah. So I have taken a short on Solana and a long on Hype. So the idea here is if the market goes up overall, so I'm expecting Hyperliquid to give us more returns. And if the market comes down from here, then I'm expecting Solana to partially recover my loss on Hyperliquid. Is that clear, guys? I hope that is clear. So the idea is if the market goes down, I don't expect any sort of big return from Hyperliquid. I just want Hyperliquid to hold to its levels. And if Solana comes down, then I'll make some money. And if the market goes up, right, from here, then I will ideally have Hyperliquid, which will give me more profit, and Solana, which shouldn't go up by that much amount. Okay. So let me share both of the trades with you guys. So one is Sol USDT short, entry 83 to 81. Okay, the target price can be around 75 and the stop loss can be 86. Okay, pushed the trade so that you guys can see. Okay, that's one. And secondly, you can take the long on Hyperliquid, just as I've shown everyone. Okay, you can take the same long, so no problem at all. So together with both the trades, as you can see, I have both the trades open. Just a sec. Active positions. I can see Solana short I have and Hyperliquid long also I have. Right, both the trades open. So, guys, any doubts on this? Would you like to clear any sort of doubts on this particular trade setup? So, guys, I hope everything is clear around both the trades. So, someone is asking about Ethereum as well. So, Ethereum, let's analyze Ethereum once. So, as you can see, Ethereum has also created a massive low of around, let me check. So, the low happens to be around 1730, and we were expecting Ethereum to bottom out around 1780 only, because we happen to have a massive support of around 1730 around this zone. So the expectation is Ethereum should ideally bottom out at around this region and slowly head upwards if the market is able to sustain. Okay, any other doubts, guys? I hope this is clear, guys. So yeah, Ethereum, I mean, 2500 or 2400, both are possible, because Ethereum, I mean, the whole market is on the verge of giving a pullback now. So if the market is able to hold up to today's high, right? I think today's high got created. So BTC, just a sec. So BTC around 67,000, right? So if the market is able to hold up to that particular level, so so we can expect the entire market to head upwards from here. Okay, so the idea is we're waiting for the entire market to close above today's high. So today's high is somewhere around 67,000. So if the market is able to hold up above 67,000, then the entire large cap segment should ideally move upwards with a decent amount, right? Hope that is clear. I hope that is clear, guys. So the Solana short, you can have it open, plus the hyper liquid long. We can hold both the trades together, and that's basically it for today. Okay. So as you can see, the Solana short is doing great. So both the trades together should give us a good profit. Okay. So thanks everyone for this. See you all in the next session. I'll keep you guys updated in the group around all the setups that we are planning.